is Chris, and ever since I remember, I was a doodler. I needed to have something in my hands creating art or paintings or drawings. I just needed to be creating something. And if you had asked me if I was an artist back then, I would have said absolutely. And I had the paintings to back it up too. So can't argue with that. But as time goes on, I slowly moved away from this, and crayons were replaced with number 2 pencils, and you start taking more standardized tests, and this turns into your life. And I just found that bubbling creativity that I had as a child just slowly being taken away from me. I went to school, I got a marketing degree, got a job at a startup doing sales and marketing, and then I got a job at another startup doing just sales. And before I knew it, I had to make 100 calls a day, book 10 meetings a week, deliver 10 demos, and my life was just numbers, and it wasn't nearly what it started out as, just bubbling with creativity. So one day, I was on Reddit, as people go to procrastinate, waste time, and I saw a picture that would go on to alter my life. It's this one right here. It's probably the same quality. Not a very crazy picture, but I saw this and I thought, wow, this is pretty cool. I would love to be able to do that, but I just don't have the technical abilities. Maybe I can find someone to build an app that would let me do that. So I got thinking, well, if you could upload any shape that you wanted and it told you exactly where to put your arms as you go through all the different pictures, you could pretty much have it assemble this new image for you, and you don't have to have that technical ability to pull it off. Pretty cool idea, right?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. You end up looking like this guy. So I went back to the drawing board, and after about 1,000 gallons of water, I thought, what if you're not actually taking pictures in front of your camera, but you're coloring? It's already a cathartic, enjoyable activity, and it's a little bit more subtle. You can put it right in your pocket. That was 18 months ago, and today I'm happy to present to you Pickles. So Pickles is a collaborative coloring and drawing platform that has 2 sides to the marketplace. On one, you have artists who upload whatever work they want, and on the other, you have users who color in that work. Now, it works by letting artists upload any picture, painting, illustration that they have, and choosing the grid that it's broken up into based on how complex it is. The palette, as you can see down here, is extracted from the original to give the person coloring it in a unique palette based on the original. They color in grayscale over the grayscale, and once happy with it, they hit submit, and it goes back to where it came from. So you have all of these people working to create a new iteration of this art. And once it's finished, the original is revealed, so you can find out more about the artist, follow them, just generally find out about their work that way. This is great for artists because it's a way of getting their work out there and building a following. It's much more interactive than just a static Instagram that you scroll through with one finger. And on the user side of things, it is a great way of connecting with other people and collaborating and making drawing go from an isolating to a social experience. It can also help connect you to people around the world, or you can make drawings with people in your city, or even as you're sitting around the dinner table. So this would normally be a pretty depressing picture of a millennial family, but just imagine they're all on Pickles right now, and they're coloring in the family dog. Now they're having fun. They're a real healthy family. So, where are we now? I am super excited to announce that Pickles is live on the App Store as of 3/32 today.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. This slide would have been skipped over if that didn't happen. That would have been a bad one. But yeah, it just got approved, and I did that just to make it a lot easier to download it, because this is when the fun really starts, and you start building and testing and iterating, and Pickles has the opportunity to really transform art, get a lot more people involved with it, and create this new medium of collaborative art. But it can also be a lot more than that. For instance, think of it as it could go in the direction of becoming a GitHub of art, where you have one user uploading a master, and then everybody can create different branches off of that original to create all these new iterations of their art. Or it could be used for art therapy to help people with their social anxiety. Or maybe it'll be used for data visualization, where instead of answering poll questions, you color in this case red or blue, depending on who you're voting for, and it instantly visualizes that data. So there's a lot of different ways that I can go with Pickles, but the reason I'm here right now is to present it to you and build out the team. So I'm looking for iOS developers and anyone who wants to be involved with the product as I go through this build, measure, and learn cycle over the next 2 months to gear up for the holiday season. So if you would like to test it out, it's now available in the App Store. You can search Pickles Drawing, just Pickles. It doesn't show up because it's brand spanking new. Or if you want to be involved, come talk with me after. Or if you're an artist, again, talk with me. I'd love to feature your work on it. Thank you. Questions? Yeah.
How do you plan on making money with it?
Oh, you're the first person to ask me that. Yes, so I am looking to just try out all of the revenue streams. So in-app purchases, selling the artwork, whether it is this new iteration created or the artist's original, having advertisements in the app. There's also opportunity to work with corporations. If you can put a bank of TVs in their lobby, you could have these live murals that are being created by, say, underserved schools, that they could get a kickback of whatever the corporation is paying to have that in their lobby. So there's a lot of different areas, and it just takes kind of testing them to see where more traction is. Yeah.
So, like, I was an art history major, so I really love this idea. It's awesome.
Nice.
So when I download this through the App Store, like, how many users are kind of on the platform right now? Like, who will I be coloring with?
Me.
Okay, cool.
Just us, yeah. No, since it's like, I literally haven't even told my mom yet. So pretty much people in this room and the 63 people who follow me on Facebook.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where did the name come from?
It's a good question. So a pickle is just a little picture, and when you put a lot of little pictures together, it becomes pickles. But I did that kind of after I had already bought the domain name. I was planning on actually starting a blog about all of the different pickles that I had tried, and I got 2 posts in. I was like, damn, I don't think I can keep this up. But obviously I held on to the domain name and then just kind of pieced it together.
Are you aware of any famous, like, are there any artists that have that pickle style that are famous at like an art balls or something? I'm not an art expert. I'm just curious.
Yeah, there is one dude who draws like kind of different circles and almost like makes his own mosaics. Yeah, I mean, I'm not an artist by any means, and this is kind of my way of contributing to the art world. My thought is, if you only give me a tiny enough piece to color in, I can't really mess up the whole drawing. And then by the law of averages, I can actually be part of a pretty good drawing. And so that's kind of where my thought, but yeah, good question. Yeah.
Have you thought about selling the art once the picture's complete?
Yeah, totally. So that's one of the revenue streams, either selling the new iteration that you and 1,000 other people made, or selling that original. Or you could have like special events, like a wedding or a fundraiser that everybody can almost like buy a $5 piece and color it in, and then the proceeds go to whoever put it on.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks again, Pickles.